Okay. Hi, guys, gals, non-binary pals, and all my friends and folks out there. Welcome back to another reading of Sacrifice, a Star Wars fanfic by Lucky_Ducky_123. Now, if you're new here to this channel, newer to this fanfic, newer to anything, don't forget to check out our whole entire channel, and that if you've missed any of the parts down below, go down below in the description box, and I should have all of the Sacrifice readings linked up there for you. If I don't, please say something in the comments. You know, I'm busy. Everyone is. Other than that, also, if you are into Star Wars and you like edits, then go and check out Stories, A First Generation, and What is Stories. Those will be down in the links below. Stories is an editing project that I'm currently going to be, I have currently done for Star Wars, and it's going to be a long-term plan, goal one, kind of. So I'm not currently working on it, but it's always a thing in progress and in motion. So if you want to know all about that, then go down below and you will see all the links. Go to What is Stories, listen to it, then go and watch Stories the First Generation. Anyway, otherwise than that, you know, all the links to the socials down below. Love all of you, and yeah, let's get into it. Chapter 4. Luke shifted out of his meditation as he felt a shift in the force, crackling open an eye. He scanned his surroundings, wondering what had distracted him. He reached for Leia in his mind to see if her part of the plan had succeeded, and jerked back when he discovered she had been captured. Maybe Anakin had been right. Maybe it was a stupid plan. Speaking of Anakin, Luke turned to see the man still slumped against the rock, out cold from whatever had shocked him enough to pass out. Sighing, Luke rose to his feet, dusting the gritty sand off of his robes and staring at Anakin's unconscious form. Quickly, he tried shaking the man, this time with a tad bit more violence. Luke was relatively surprised when he managed to wake up Anakin in a matter of 2 minutes, but each second still counted in his plan. He watched Anakin curiously as he woke up slowly, blinking and taking in the surroundings rather fussily. Padme? Sorry. Padme? Oh, no, that's not it. He's croaking, sorry. Padme? He croaked, obviously, thinking he was somewhere else. Luke smiled, not knowing who Padme was, and hating to rain on Anakin's parade that I was not with whoever that person was. The irony is so fun here. It's just so good. It's just so good. Dead in the guts. It's just so good. Nope. Just me. Anakin blinked, the crust out of his eyes. Sorry, my voice got dry. Nope, just me. Anakin blinked the crust out of his eyes and let his vision settle on the boy, Luke, the boy who also had the same last name as Anakin, therefore making him an ancestor of some sort. No. Yeah, he's an ancestor. I'm just... Sure, let's just go there. Luke had mentioned his father's name being Anakin as well. Maybe it had blossomed into the future generations of Skywalker family. No. A name passed down through the ages, but judging on what year the boy said it was, Anakin had a fuzzy thought that it was just a bit of wishful thinking. But this boy couldn't possibly be. Annie, I'm pregnant. I'm sorry, that's just too good. That's just too good. Oh my god, just try and keep it PG. Okay, PG-13 with the jokes that you may make out of the comments. Oh god, I'm memeing that for the rest of my life. Oh. Anakin's wife's voice echoed to his mind, and he winced, remembering all too well in the nightmare that had accompanied it. Padme dying in childbirth. Anakin left alone to raise her child. Most likely an expulsion from the Jedi Order. Anakin shuddered visibly, much to Luke's worry. Something was definitely plaguing the man. He just wasn't sure what. Luke hesitated on his words, not knowing what to say, but knowing that he had to get inside of Jabba's palace now, and couldn't wait for the stranger to get himself together and then save his friends. Oh, Anakin whispered silently, shakily getting to his feet. Luke moved forward to help Anakin, but Anakin pushed him away, bracing one hand on the rock and leaning against. Yeah, been leaning against. You said you had to rescue a friend of yours. Yes. And I offered you a ride if you helped me. But then you threatened me and passed out. I did? Anakin asked, rubbing the small knot that was forming on the back of his head. His long, dark blonde hair was tangled with the sweat and the sand, and he found himself grimacing. Yes. Yes? Look, I'm sure you're a great guy and all, but my friends are waiting on me, Luke said, looking nervously toward Jabba's palace. Anakin sighed, not really knowing what was happening, and if it was real or not. The Force was obviously trying to tell him something. Something about his future. But if this Luke kid was really his son... He stared at the boy, his golden locks shining in the dual suns of Tatooine. He did look eerily like him, and a little of Padme as well, if you really thought about it. Luke seemed to be hesitant to talk about his past, making Anakin all the more curious and worried. Why was the boy alone? And these friends of his, were they trustworthy? Anakin felt a whirl of protectiveness overcome him, and reminded himself to later find some sort of med center to confirm his suspicion of relations to Luke. Yeah, you can't be doing that. No, it's not a safe time, but okay. Since he suspected time travel, he kept his identity a secret from the boy. For now, at least. I'll help, Anakin blurted out, catching Luke by surprise. Then the boy's youthful face blossomed into a wide smile. All right, let me explain the plan one more time. Okay. I guess he's gonna explain it one more time. Anyway, we're gonna need feeding. Luke and Anakin crouched outside the gate to Jabba's palace. Their lightsabers gone and placed in the proper location for Luke's plan to go off without a hitch. Anakin was about to use the Force to open the door when Luke pulled his hand back. Anakin looked at him in confusion. I just wanted to know. I never got your last name, Luke whispered. Anakin scowled. That's not important now. Anakin whispered back harshly. Luke blushed. In case we don't make it out, Luke mumbled. Anakin rolled his eyes at the comment. Aren't you an optimist? Aren't you optimistic? I thought you said this was a good plan, Anakin said, his sarcasm leaking out. It is a good plan, but then you showed up and started doubting it. How'd you get here anyways? Luke asked, his eyes twinkling with curiosity. See, that's the whole entire thing. When you make a good plan, kids, children, anybody, you made it. Don't doubt it. The second you start to doubt it, that's when it actually goes downhill. The second that you start doubting it yourself and you don't recognize yourself and you don't recognize the qualities of your plan for what it is, in your mind, that's the moment when you lose a truly good plan, not because it was poor planning, not because theoretically it works, but practically it's impossible. That's when you lose a good plan because, you doubt it yourself, like on tests and stuff. So, learn to use the Force to see that within you. His eyes twinkling with curiosity. Anakin sighed again. I'm not sure. And it's Nabari. Anakin Nabari, Anakin whispered back, using his wife's maiden name as an alias, and preparing to open the large door with the Force. Luke already knew that Anakin was a Jedi, and probably thought a few things about his own mental health as well. So it was alright for Anakin to openly use the Force. However, he found himself hesitant to use it because of how empty he felt. Even though Luke's Force signature was such a beacon of light, Anakin still felt a sort of void in his chest of something is missing, something important. Obi-Wan, Padme, the Jedi Council, all their Force signatures gone. Nabari sounds familiar for some reason. Well, may the Force be with you, Anakin Nabari, and Thank you, Luke said. Anakin turned to the boy and blinked, staring back at the genuine trust in the boy's azure eyes. Anakin sighed, thinking back to those last few seconds before he had to hang out. Had he really been about to kill Master Windu? What had he been thinking? But Padme. Anytime. I'm sure this will blossom into an interesting companionship, Luke, Anakin said, glad he could make the boy chuckle. Come on, we've got work to do, Luke said, closing his eyes and divulging deep into the Force. Anakin's Force signature, so not registry, clearly in the boy's mind. There were several mind blocks in place around his signature. So, who was he exactly? Luke was beginning to think he'd never know. But as the giant iron door opened ominously above them, and his friend's Force signatures shown in his mind, all of his thoughts drifted to his task at hand. He could not fail. Okay. Well, I hope all of you have enjoyed that part and reading of Lucky_Ducky_123's Sacrifice. Now, of course, don't forget, if you want to check out the rest of our channel, go and do so. And also, links to pretty much everything you'll be reading with the stories will be down below, and to plenty of other things. So go and check those out. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Peace, love,